starting off with none other than good old flatulence. And here to help us out with this subject, we've invited gastroenterologist Dr. Jorge Rodriguez. Welcome back to the show.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And everyone knows it's funny, it smells, we all do it on average 14 times a day, but why does it happen?
Well, there are two main reasons that people fart. One is you produce gas, and the other one is you take in gas. Like, see this guy, he's eating so quickly. Eating quickly makes you swallow a lot of gas. Having beverages that are carbonated, sometimes using straw. So this brings in certain gases that your body burps out.
But sometimes.
But sometimes you don't burp it out, and it goes into the stomach where it keeps on moving the gases into the small intestine. And then at that time, the gases that couldn't come out just sort of live in the small intestine, where they move down all the way through 20 or 30 feet of small intestine, and they start releasing different gases. This is beautiful. A little bit of hydrogen, a little bit of methane.
Do not let that one out.
No, well, it's going to come out. No matter what, it's going to come out. Here in the colon are what I like to call the fart factory of nature.
Oh, and it is.
It is. In the colon, there are a lot of bacteria that go ahead and digest the undigested, especially carbohydrates, some more. So the food particles go into the cells, where the cell then goes and starts the digestive process, and they bring out even more gases, methane, sulfur-containing gases. Those are very pungent, very pungent.
So this is great because we get to just blame the bacteria.
Absolutely, we should blame. And then it all has to go somewhere. So it has to come out through the colon, where it goes into the rectum, the anal sphincter, and then this determines the loudness and the pitch.
The sphincter does.
Absolutely, it's very musical.
So is that why some people toot and some people roar?
Absolutely.
Let's go sit back down because I want to talk about that for a moment. And hopefully everyone understands that concept. When food goes undigested, particularly fiber, fiber is a carbohydrate that our bodies can't digest, but bacteria, they love it. So it's good for our GI tract, but the bacteria get it in the colon and they start producing some terrible smelling gases.
Now, that's hydrogen sulfide is the gas, if you want to get technical. You find it in meat, protein powder, eggs, garlic, and onions. All right, now, what do you think of that?
Oh, God, no. What is that?
I'm good.
Oh,
How old is that butter? No,
am I tearing? Because I feel like
that's a different kind of fart, though,
Yes,
right?
that is butyric acid. Nothing beautiful about butyric acid.
No.
You find that primarily in fruits that have seeds, like oranges, grapefruits, peaches, things like that. But that is not the winner. The most popular fart, I think, by far, the Oscar winner is methane.
Methane.
And that's one you can light up.
That's one that you
There's a reason they call it natural gas.
Yes.
So we will not light this up here in case we all go up in flames. But like we said, methane is made, in the colon. It does light up. I mean, some fraternities have blue flame clubs. I don't know if you've ever heard about those. But
I remember that. Remember the college days?
Yeah, don't try it at home. And again, you get methane again with lots of protein, with cauliflower. So all of these foods that you see here are really very likely to cause gas. You can't avoid them, so you can decrease them. Raisins, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, onions, garlic, protein. Protein, amino acids contain sulfur.
Takeaway here to some extent is good foods cause gas.
Yeah.
Gas is normal. It's part of our daily lives. It's part of our makeup. If you're not passing gas, that's probably a problem.
Now, beans are considered a big gassy food, right? But one way you can cut down how much gas beans will give you is how you cook them. If you soak them in water for overnight before you cook them, that actually leaches out some of the sugars in the beans, the oligosaccharides, and which are what cause the gas. So that's one way to do it.
And it's what you cook the beans in too, right? I mean, refried beans are going to have
a lot of grease, that ferments. And then
which will give you
carbs.
that old butter.
Yeah, a little.